Can you hum along to every 80s pop melody? Do you still know the lyrics to all the 90s hip-hop tracks? Well, it's time to put your music knowledge to the test with Song Quiz, the #1 music quiz game on Alexa. You can play alone against random opponents or together with friends and family. Choose from a wide range of playlists and genres from the 1960s until now to see just how deep your knowledge goes. Just say, Alexa, play Song Quiz. That's Alexa, play Song Quiz.
Target has Laundry Day covered because they offer a great selection of concentrated Tide Pods to help with all your laundry needs. Tide Pods clean, freshen, and help rejuvenate your clothes with odor fighters and stain removers. Did you know Tide Pods clean better than the leading liquid bargain detergent? Tide Pods are powerful enough to make your whites white and your brights bright, even in cold water. Just toss in 1 Tide Pod for small loads, 2 for medium, 3 for large. It's that easy. For great value and convenient pickup options, get Tide Pods today at Target.
Because there was a fight at my wife's work. How's everything there? Everybody good and happy?
Oh, sure.
The baby good?
Baby's going nuts. The kids are getting up. The dog's barking.
Okay. All right. So everything's normal then.
Of course.
All right. So you came home from work the other day and you told me that Jorge and Vasquez got into a brawl. Isn't that right?
Uh-huh.
Now, which one's the gay one?
Eric.
Did you not say? Uh-oh. Never mind. Never mind. I made that part up.
Maybe Vasquez. I'm not sure.
Ay, ay, ay. Now, you had said, what did you do? You gave an order to the cook and he made it wrong? Tell it the way you told me.
Well, yeah, I ordered my table's meal, and
yeah.
I typed in exactly how I wanted it cooked.
Yep.
And I also explained it to him twice.
What was the meal?
Shrimp scampi.
Okay. And you told Jorge to make shrimp scampi.
Yes, but over pasta instead of rice.
And what did he make for you?
He made me shrimp scampi in a bowl with 2 sides of fettuccine Alfredo.
What the hell?
That's not even close.
And you, of course, speak fluent Spanish, do you not?
Exactly.
So how would you say to Jorge, I'm going to need the shrimp scampi over pasta, not rice? Say it.
Yo necesito shrimp scampi over con pasta, no arroz.
And he responded with sí, I assume.
Sí, yo entiendo, which means yes, I understand.
Okay. You got the crappy food, and how did you respond?
I said, ¿Qué pasó?, which means what happened.
Uh-huh.
And he said, this is what you told me to make. I said, no, that's not what I told you to make. I told you to make shrimp scampi over fettuccine pasta. I said, not shrimp scampi with 2 sides of fettuccine.
Right.
And so he started screaming at me.
Did he call you crazy gringo?
No, he didn't call me a crazy gringo.
All right. So then, what happened?
So then the other guy...
Well, wait a minute. Now, you left the key part out. Didn't he swear at you?
Not yet.
I'm sorry.
Be patient.
Do you want her to tell the story or not?
I want her to get to the good parts.
So then the other guy understood what I wanted, so he started making it.
Yeah. And that was Vasquez, the gay one.
And the other guy's still yelling at me, so I told him to forget about it.
Okay.
I said, forget about it. I said, he knows what I want, forget about it. He'll make it. And so when I took my food out, he said, as I was walking out, he called me a bad name.
And what was the bad name?
I can't say it.
Well, the Mexican FCC are not in town.
No, you can't swear in Spanish.
No. I didn't know that.
Oh, what? You can say any word you want in another language?
Well, who's going to know?
Tu madre es una puta.
Jeez, you're an idiot.
Can't say it. All right. Well, then.
Tu madre es una puta.
He swore at me in Spanish, yeah.
And Vasquez, the gay one, took offense on your behalf. Is that right?
Well, on my behalf and his behalf, because Vasquez said, that he was at fault too.
Yeah.
Jorge was at fault too because he said you understood what she wanted, and so he called us both a bad name, and the guy walked over and slugged him in the face.
He slugged him in the face?
Yeah.
Oh, no. So right there. So what happened? Did a bunch of candy fly out of him?
You are an idiot. And I can't believe you guys encourage him.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Okay, are you guys through?
No, just a minute.
That was unexpectedly stupid even from him.
A bunch of candy fly out of him.
Did everybody scurry on the ground trying to get like Mary Jane's?
We get it. Don't make it worse.
Sorry. I'm kidding.
All right.
All right. You've done a wonderful job because this is going to propel us into the topic about workplace violence.
Thank you, Diana.
You've done a wonderful
Test. 2, 3, 4. Come on. Yeah. I hear you. One more time. Woo! Welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures as we kick this off again for the 841st time. Wow. Hello to you all. I see Parker Taft is watching this. Parker Taft is, hey, if you click on his name, Parker, say hello to these friends of mine, please. Introduce yourself. He is a budding Twitch star. He wants into the game of content creation. Now, you got to understand, he hasn't done this that much. He's just now getting into it. So something else for you all to listen to and check out and then talk shit about me is Parker's show. Okay? Welcome in Parker, who I think I called Patrick the other day in the gym. Patrick or Paulie or something. I don't know. More on Parker in a second. He was involved in, a moment yesterday that I'm going to get to in just a second as this show happens in the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker studio. For yet another year, Baldwin Ace Hardware is on board, a bastion of DIY awesomeness in the Northland. If you're headed up there, you see that oasis of goodness surrounded by MAGA supporters when you're visiting up north. You go in there and you say hello to Mike and Jennifer Gilmurray. It's typical Ace Hardware where everybody's like, awesome. Seriously, the big box stores, they think that they got the market cornered, but I say there is such an advantage to going to a store like Baldwin Ace Hardware because you can actually talk to a human being. You ever wander around a warehouse store and like 3 hours of your time passes and all you want to do is go get a doorknob? Son of a bitch. Not only that, but they can tell you how to install it, which is always a plus. I can't tell you how many times I've gone into an Ace with like a picture on my phone and said, I need this. And they go, oh, yeah, here, let me help you. So there you go, Baldwin Ace Hardware in beautiful Baldwin, Michigan. When you are up north, okay, please say hello to those folks. Okay, as I said, daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. Hello to the audience on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. It's temporary. Don't get too comfortable because in a handful of minutes, I'm going to cut the cord. I'm going to kick you all out, and hopefully you will sign up on Twitch to be able to get the rest of the show. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Okay, wow. Summer hasn't even started yet. It isn't until June 21, I guess, when we officially get summer started. And we've got oppressive, debilitating heat. Oh, it's fantastic. It's so damn hot. It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice. Fantastic. Holy shit. And it's just, you don't go outside. Seriously, there are people working today. I really feel bad for the person who's standing on the asphalt, holding the sign that says slow or stop at the construction zone. I mean, talk about a job that, some real hazard pay. You should be earning like $50 an hour if you're that guy holding the damn sign or working on any type of project or on a roof. Oh, fuck. Any type of outdoor labor. No. Just putting the garbage out to the road last night at 9 p.m. It's like, oh boy, that's a little too much. I gotta dial it back. I better go take a break. It's really, really ridiculous out there, and so be careful. Drink the fluids. Hell, I just cannot imagine what it's like to do that. Hold on a second here. Sorry, I'm distracted. Okay. Hold on a second. I got to ban some people. Some wayward souls are trying to solicit business on my Twitch chat. It's like you're interrupting it and ruining it for the people who are actually enjoying the show. We just can't have that. Okay. All right. So that's that. Corey says this is why you need mods. No. I don't want anybody, because here's the problem. Well, no, I don't want to get into it. Never mind. Forget that I even said that. Just welcome to you all. I'm glad that you're here. You are all fantastic. Thank you. All right. So, again, don't go outside today. It's ridiculously hot. Yesterday, it was a pretty typical day. Parker was at the YMCA. Now, Parker is there, and his father is Andy, one half of the OG Team Knuckledragger crew. You got Andy, and you got Brian. Now, I am an honorary meathead on Team Knuckledragger, as you know. And by the way, before I get into the story, let me just say that I do have, that just reminded me, I have Dear Meathead with my beloved 88-year-old father in now 43 minutes. If you have a question for Dad, send it along. I'm a little lean. I've got a few, but I could use a couple more. Eric at ericzaneshow.com. You have a question for Dad about anything at all, I would love to hear from you. And as you know, he would love to hear from you. So Baldwin Ace Hardware brings you Dear Meathead, featuring the question of the day, brought to you by JM Synthetics. And as always, you can email me, Eric at ericzaneshow.com, on the Shore Liners Striping inbox. If you haven't yet figured it out, everything is sponsored so that I can eat and pay for the vet bills. So Team Knuckledragger exists. That is Andy and Brian. Now, these two guys are quite a team. I must say, when they are not there at the gym, it's a different atmosphere. These two Knuckledraggers, they really work hard lifting weights. Now, I don't know how they actually stay motivated because they work out the level of intensity that of like NFL football player training for the regular season. But, the NFL football player is training their body so that they can earn millions of dollars. These two knuckle-draggers, they just do it because I don't know. I don't know what the payoff is because I don't think they use their bodies for anything. Andy might be a male prostitute. Okay, that might actually be a thing, or some type of. He might be like on the golden age team of the Chippendales dancers because he is in remarkably good shape. He's jacked, and he tans. He either lays out or he has the most even, deep, dark tan white guy, but he is as brown as a Guatemalan, and I think he shaves his body too because there isn't a bit of hair on him. So Parker, maybe you can confirm this. Does he dance for the old ladies at the retirement community or what? Because that's what I see. So you got this 50-year-old guy who is just, he's got the body of a 22-year-old dude. But I don't know what what the end game is. What keeps a guy like that motivated? You know what? Other than the scenario that I just put forth, Brian from Team Knuckledragger, same way. He's more powerful, but not as he's not fat in any way. He's just gigantic. He looks like, you ever see those World's Strongest Man shows on ESPN where they carry like giant boulders? The guy who played the mountain in Game of Thrones, he's like that. Okay, so these two, they own the gym. And when I say own the gym, I mean with they know everyone. They're super friendly, and it's a great atmosphere when they're in there because they're just laughy and it's boisterous and it's a real welcoming environment, and they're playing pranks. They keep it lighthearted, okay? And like I said, they know everybody, young, old, first name basis, hugs. I give them a hard time, but truth be told, they are a key part of the landscape of the gym. So much so that they send me every day, I think I've mentioned this, the color scheme for that day's appearance. Like what color clothes to wear. Brian wrote for Wednesday, black bottom, blue top. So we have to wear the same clothes on Team Knuckledragger. I know that's silly, but it keeps it fun. So with these two being the leaders of the pack, they take care of all the fun stuff, and they take care of all the hard work, too, and the tough decisions that need to be made. Parker, who is in attendance, okay, he witnessed this, and he probably learned a thing or two from these two OGs who got involved here about how to handle violence at the YMCA. Of course, these two are going to be the ones to put out the fire. But I'm on the treadmill, as usual, and they're in the main portion of the weightlifting area. And then all of a sudden, I hear, hey, 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 hey! Now, frankly, I wasn't too alarmed by that because oftentimes you will hear that type of volume coming from that side of the gym because of them. They're just loud and hilarious. But this sounded a little serious. Then I see Team Knuckledragger running onto the basketball court, and there's a brawl going on. And this was a ghetto brawl. What I mean by that isn't like a racist term because it's black people. It wasn't. It was all white dudes. But you ever see a fight where one guy is getting the shit kicked out of him, and then everybody else is just punching the shit out of him? That's what was happening. Parker's dad ran out and got involved. And I guess, these are all the kids that were there are youths. They're all like teenagers. So, fucking are weak, skinny. They all look like Ethiopians, real frail, skinny kids, probably do meth. Just kidding. But they don't have, old man strength like Andy does, Andy and Brian. So Andy gets there and just starts peeling brats off the pile like a true leader should, the leader of Team Knuckledragger. And then they all kind of like realize that Andy is there. And Andy, with the exception of the tan body, which makes him look like a gigolo for old ladies, he kind of looks like you imagine Chuck Liddell, the MMA guy who had that a really short hair and then he had that tuft on top. That's the type of kind of like a drill sergeant's haircut. That's what Andy looks like. So these five guys the four are beating the shit on the one, and then over the shoulder they look and they go, okay, here comes the gay Chippendales dancer. He's gonna try to get no problem from him, but not so, because Andy just peels them all off one after the other, and then the next thing you know, the fight is done, and then Brian is there to clean up a little bit more, and then Parker walks out like, I'm just making sure everything's good here. A couple other people kind of mill out there, but the fight was quickly squelched because of the appearance by Team Knuckledragger. I stayed on the treadmill. It's like, fuck that. I'm not going over there. And then Andy, who doesn't even work there, he starts sending people home. He goes, all right, you four, you got to go. You leave. And you, the guy who was getting the shit beat up, you wait here. And then he followed them out, and I guess there was some more jawing outside of the facility. Now, this is where usually gunfire would break out, okay? So I'm expecting like white men can't jump, and the guy go out and get his piece and, start waving his fucking pistol around like an idiot. But I don't think any of these fucking wannabe tough guys had a pistol. Thank God, because the YMCA is a gun-free zone, and I'm not going to run with my pistol around my waistband. So I can't, be running on the fucking treadmill and shooting the fucking thing like Yosemite Sam. So that's where it ended. So I go up to Andy. I go, hey, I'm calling you in the morning. We got to talk about this. He goes, it was really nothing. It was no big deal. I go, fuck it. Make it up. Make up the story. Embellish it. That's key to storytelling. Don't worry about it. He goes, no, don't call me. I'm like, all right, fuck you. So that's that. Violence averted because of the legends on Team Knuckledragger. Absolutely fantastic. At my beloved YMCA. I'll be back there today. Yes, another day on the treadmill. Down to 176. Holy shit. After getting to a peak of 186, got home from the Y, and hey, it's guacamole and chips time. Followed up by, it is fajita time, again, leftover fajitas, and wash it down with half a bag of Tootsie Rolls. Both multi-flavored Tootsies and chocolate. I am not kidding you. While I was eating the Tootsies, which I think are underrated, I watched a video about how they make Tootsie Rolls. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I did. And I found out this factoid. 68 million Tootsie Rolls are made every single day. 68 million a day. That works out to, in 1 year, I did the math on my own, over 51 billion with a B per year. Wow. Do you ever get the idea that I'm kind of like about the numbers? I love big numbers. That's something that creeps into the show quite often. I think I've caught autism or something. Can you catch autism late in life? Is that a thing? I don't think so. But nevertheless. Okay, so ADHD running wild as always. Thank you so much for that. I am blessed to have it. I want to remind you that the show is available on Twitch, twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Sign up, follow me so that you know when I go live. And if you don't, when this moment happens where I cut the cord, you're like, oh, God, I want more. By the way, the moment that I played to start the show, the candy incident, it is a fantastic moment from back in the day on my old radio show. I'm actually very, very fond of that. I had so much fun in that bit. That was a perfect example of a bit that just kind of opened up before us. The joke popped into my head about what it is, sort of a bunch of candy fly out of him. It wasn't planned. It just, when she said she punched shit out of him, or he punches shit out of him, Mexican guy, the idea of a piñata. So it was an excellent racist joke. But that whole storytelling bit where Diana was front and center, where Madison was only probably 6 months old, you could hear her squealing in the background as Diana was telling the story. I was probably 30 years old at the time. Lived in New Jersey when that bit actually happened. Hadn't even moved to Michigan when that bit, the world famous candy incident, took place. And I'm playing that. I want to. I don't know. I just saw it there, and I said, I think I'm going to play it to start the show. I think I might do that more often. Some of those moments that were just a lot of fun. Probably get me sued, but whatever. Yeah, that was a good time. I hope you liked it. The reason why, if you look at this clip here, it says FBHW with a line through it. We had made fun of Bill Simonson on the air. Now, I can't prove this. Like I said, this is like 15 years ago. And Bill got pissed off. It was when we did Robots Ratings Review or something like that, or I made a joke about his kids' names, and he got pissed. It was when we were fighting. Well, right out, I can't prove it, but I think Bill went out of his way to make these segments and make them visible online to kind of like hope that enough people would see. It was an attempt at cancellation because there was a whole series of these bits that came out from this source, this Alexander Filario Jr., and I think that's a made-up name. There might be more of these. Yeah, look at free beer and hot wings, mock a tragedy, NFL players lost at sea, guest star Bill Simonson. It seems like it was tongue-in-cheek, but all in an effort to kind of like cancel us. Free beer and hot wings insult Bakita. Tired. FBHW find another sports talk host to insult. They all kind of go back to
I heard him calling into another show.
Huge. Freeburn Hot Wings the day before Robot Sports Talk ratings report. 7/21/2011. Freeburn Hot Wings Joe Stone Clubhouse story. I don't remember that. I don't know what that means.
Man, Randy Savage.
Freeburn Hot Wings show inappropriate jokes about Randy Savage's death. Oh shit. I can't wait to go back and listen to this.
At my wife's work.
That's a good time.
Everything there? Everybody good and happy?
Oh, sure.
Baby.
Just realized that some of those were playing right now. Whoops. All right. Where am I here? Circling the drain. So what I'm going to do right now is I will kick you folks off on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter right now. Have a good one. You want the rest of the show? Catch it on Twitch. Twitch and Facebook. Brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. YouTube channel brought to you by Frank Fuss. BuyInsuranceHere.com. Twitter brought to you by Blue Frost IT. We are 27 minutes away from Dear Meathead with my unbelievably awesome 88-year-old father. Thank you so much for sending along an email, eric@ericzaneshow.com. Okay, have you been following this saga about the transgender person was a dude, now a lady? Person's name is Amy Schneider. This is Amy right here. Amy, Jeopardy champion. I think won like 40 games in a row or something like that. And a transgender individual. Born a dude, now a lady. I know there are some of you in the audience that are like, still a man. And my question always is, why is that such a problem to you? Why does that bother you so much? Why can't you just go with it? I mean, you have no idea what this person is going through. Why can't you just let it slide? Why do you have to be such an asshole all the time? Schneider, it was the Giants-Dodgers game on Saturday. She's throwing out the first pitch. But on TV, on Fox Sports, they went and got the video from 2 games earlier when NASCAR driver Kurt Busch threw out the first pitch. So on TV, the announcer says, all right, we'll be back with a ceremonial first pitch after this. And then they come back from commercial, and it's Kurt Busch throwing out a first pitch. But that's an old clip from 2 days ago. They said, there it is. This is a Kurt Busch from NASCAR fame driver throwing out the first pitch. There we go. And then we're off and playing baseball. Let's get to the starting lineups here. And then that was it. However, that is not what happened. She was the one who came out and threw the first pitch. So now everybody's saying, well, why did you do that? And I think we know why they did that. They hate people who at one point were a dude and are now a chick or was a chick and has become a dude, and that's the end of it. You know? They're not going to take that shit. So when the network returned from a commercial break, instead of showing Schneider's first pitch, it showed NASCAR Cup Series driver Kurt Busch. Isn't that the guy that everybody hates? Or is it Kyle Busch? Which one does everybody hate? I don't know. So all these people were watching on TV for their favorite transgender superstar during, and this, by the way, was Pride Day at the game. During Pride Month, where it's all about equal rights and not discriminating against people. And so all these people are by their TVs waiting to see the Schneider, who was such a champion on Amy Schneider, such a champion on Jeopardy. So it's a big defining moment for them. And instead, they see NASCAR Cup Series driver Kurt Busch. Fans were shocked and confused about why the network had this mix-up, especially because Schneider was chosen to do that. She's the first transgender contestant on Jeopardy to participate in the Tournament of Champions. Here's a video of Schneider throwing out the first pitch on Saturday. It says, I'll get to that in a second. Let me just say this. I haven't really gone down this road yet, but there is a person in my life right now, who's transgender. And I am in the process of wrapping my mind around this whole thing. And I'm not going to say anything more than that. But let's just say that this has emerged in the life of your old pal Eric Zane. And I have been like, all of a sudden my eyes are like, okay, now you have to process this. What are you going to do? So the first thing I did was I shut up and I didn't speak. And you'll hear more about this over time. And I just kept my mouth shut. And now as time has passed, I'm slowly figuring this out. And as usual, I'm doing an amazing job at it, like I do everything. But just so you know, that is a bit of information that I'm disclosing to you. Now, this is no one in my immediate family. So right away, people are like, okay, who is it? I know you're speculating, but I have a transgender person in my life right now. So this is very, very important to me. Amy Schneider, this is Amy throwing out the first pitch. This is when it actually, I want to see how the pitch was. I'm going somewhere with this, by the way. Don't worry. There she is. All right, getting ready. She's got an adorable little skirt on. Oh, it was a horrible pitch, but better than a lot of the ones I've seen. Okay. What your dad tell you? Step and throw. At least she stepped forward with the correct foot. All right, okay. You know, I mean, my God. Big waves. All right. Hugs all around. Everybody's happy. Nice moment. Well, Fox doesn't show it, and then everybody's pissed off. People are like, what is this all about? Why did you not show that? This is the video that Fox showed on TV when they came back from commercial break. It was not that moment, as indicated. It was the NASCAR driver, and this is how it played.
Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Ford, built for America. And by Progressive Insurance. Progressive offers 24/7 protection when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle. Kurt Busch threw out the first pitch. Of course, we got the NASCAR race coming up tomorrow from Sonoma. You'll see that on the Fox networks. 2 Eastern on FS.
Okay, now, Fox does a good job of covering it because they could easily say, well, we had to promote the race, as you can see. But we all know they hate transgender people. That's what happened there. We all know it. Don't act like that's not what's happening. They have a deep hatred for transgender people. In fact, they should have just announced it. They should have said, here at Fox, we hate gays and transgender people, so we are not going to show you the queer fuck who threw the ball for the, I don't even want to say your name, some sick idiot who cut off his dick is not going to be seen throwing the first pitch. I would have more respect for them if they did that than the gutless way that they handled that, which was by just dismissing it. Holy shit. John Kruk and you remember John Kruk, great baseball career. And Dwayne Kuiper corrected it. This is what they said the following day. The local, I think these were local announcers. I'm not sure. Well, John Kruk and whoever Dwayne Kuiper is. I guess these are the play-by-play and color commentator for the San Francisco Giants. So this is what they did to try to right the wrong.
Make a correction from what I watched yesterday.
That's right.
The broadcast implied that Kurt Busch threw out the first pitch yesterday, which was not true. Of NASCAR fame, Kurt Busch threw out the first pitch on Thursday.
He should say, and the reason why they didn't do that on Fox is because, well, I hate the gays, Crucker. What do you think about that?
It was Amy Snyder from Jeopardy fame.
You might remember Amy. She was on Jeopardy. She won 40 in a row and used to have a cock. But now it's not visible. She's a transgender legend, and we're just happy to have her here at the old ballpark.
The first pitch on Pride Day yesterday, so I just wanted to make sure that she got her due.
You know, a lot of Americans hate people who want to do what she did. You know, put a couple of fake titties on there and, make it so that they're now a woman. But here in the broadcast booth, we are saying everybody deserves a fair shake. And Amy.
Good arm too. That's what I heard.
That's right. She had a pretty good penis. Yep.
Plus, she could tell you the weight of the baseball, how many seams were on it, and what country it was manufactured in.
In question form.
I like how they're just doing fun talk about her and ignoring the fact that discrimination happened again on TV for the world to see. There you go. There's Amy Schneider. She was discriminated against by Fox because, she used to be a dude and now she's a chick, but she's got a big old brain on her. Won 40 in a row on Jeopardy there. What do you think about that, Johnny? Yeah, that's right. She used to have a bigger dick than me, but now it's tucked inside. I don't know. You don't have to go to the details of the surgery, Johnny. It's a 3-2 pitch to Miller, and that struck him out. That's it. Retired the side. Again, the only time I ever really want to talk about baseball is when there's fucked up shit going on. Tigers suck so much dick. Oh, my God. So that's what happened. Another terrible incident. These things pop up during Pride Month. Amy Schneider, she actually tweeted out to those two, I love you, Kruk and Kuip. Thanks for giving props to me for throwing out the first pitch. Actually, someone wrote this, and then she retweeted it. She, I love you, Kruk and Kuip. Thanks for giving props to @Jeopardy Amy for throwing out the first pitch yesterday after baseball. MLB on Fox purposely edited from their broadcast. And then Amy said, well, that's Fox for you. Fox has not commented on what happened during the broadcast. Again, I would have more respect for Fox if they tweeted out, we hate transgender people, and that's the end of it. But no, they do it the gutless way. What an embarrassment. Holy shit. All right. These non-caveman views of the world from one of the wisest people on the planet, brought to you by several sponsors, which I'll get to in just a second. But first off, if you like my podcast, okay, I'm asking that you consider making a donation to my Patreon. You donate $5 or $10 a month. With that, the show keeps putting out volumes of content each and every week. For that $5 or $10 a month, you get 15 additional hours of material to listen to whenever you want. On demand for you. So if you like the free podcast, which is powered by sponsors, that's awesome. I appreciate the time and you engaging my sponsors and subscribing on Twitch. But if you think, you know what, these motherfuckers putting his all of his energy and time to support his family on the Patreon too. I'm going to throw a few bucks his way on that. I'm giving you something for that donation. I try to make it well worth your money because the Patreon is powered only by your dollars. That's it. There are no sponsors. There never will be. It is solely powered by the audience, and I need you. So for $5 or $10 a month, I will give you 15 plus hours of content, including a daily Patreon bonus podcast, which is more of this. Not to mention the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast on Thursday or Friday, sometimes Saturday, with a live audience where you are included in the show. So $5 or $10 a month. More details at patreon.com/Eric Zane. If you like, you can let it ride each month, or if you want to sign up for a whole year, I will knock 10% off of the price. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. All right, a word for FitBod, which is an app that is going to help you get in shape, stay in shape, help you to live longer, avoid injury, be more durable, and just overall improve your quality of life and your health. Believe me, I know what it's like to start and stop exercise programs. The FitBod app, though, is helping me stay motivated. There's no question that my overall strength being improved because of the FitBod app is going to help me destroy Mike Ball in the Grand Rapids Half Marathon coming up in October. At the end of this, I'm going to tell you how to take advantage of the FitBod app. After you download the FitBod app and you put your information about your age, your weight, your fitness goals, things like that, it's going to tailor specific workouts for each of your body parts for each days of the week. It's a fantastic way to track what you're doing and stay on top of it and keep you motivated. That's what I love so much about this. Basically, they take the guesswork out of what you're supposed to be doing. Gone are the days when you just march into the gym and start slinging around weights and hope that something works out. What's going to happen to you there is you're going to lose motivation because you're not going to see any results, or worse, you're going to get hurt. Tapping into the FitBod app is going to help you achieve your goals. And trust me, after you start seeing the results of all the hard work you're putting in, you're going to stay motivated. That's the key. And with FitBod guiding you every step of the way, that's going to happen sooner rather than later. It's time to quit talking and finally start doing something. Hey, I'm right there with you. I've eaten myself out of shape and I'd like to get back into shape. The FitBod app is going to help me do that. Let's get motivated and do it together. You can build your fitness habit and become a better version of yourself with FitBod. And how about this? You get 25% off your subscription or try out the app for free when you sign up now at fitbod.me/Zane. So let me say that all again, okay? You go to fitbod.me/Zane and you can try the app for free. You can also get 25% off of your subscription when you do that. fitbod.me/Zane. 25% off when you sign up today at fitbod.me/Zane.
Sure, we have 30 seconds to tell you that drivers who switch to Progressive could save big. But then what? Well, we could try to fill the remaining time with awkward pauses. It's often done for comedic effect. Is it working? I can't tell if this is funny. Maybe this is so bad it's funny. Wow, we really peaked at the save big when you switched to Progressive part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Uh-oh. I don't have any water. That's going to hurt. Dear Meathead in 11 minutes. The open and the live stream of this show. Brought to you today by the Kent County Health Department. AccessKent.com/health. Each month, I'll be featuring interviews with key members of the Kent County Health Department. You can check them out if you want. If not, that's cool too. But if you go to accesskent.com/health, there's 3 things I want you to pay attention to. Patient services, which is HIV testing and other testing you can get, blood draws, things like that, free of charge. Vaccinations, measles, mumps, rubella, whooping cough, pertussis, meningitis, things like that. When your kids are going to to schools, they need to be vaccinated. You can get all that for free if money is tight. And speaking of money being tight, if that is the case, you qualify for the WIC program. That gets you your groceries, your food, stuff like that, free. And you should take advantage of that if you need it. allaccesskent.com/health. Now, that's just for Kent County. I imagine for whatever county you live in, whatever part of the country, you have the same setup. I advise you to do the research yourself. But if you're in Kent County, Michigan, that's who you call upon, accesskent.com/health. How about the legends at Bennett Flooring Installation? 616-318-0167. Installing flooring, just absolutely professional. I just ripped up the carpet and the pad in the room upstairs. The boys are going to do a number on that one. So me doing that much of the work, a lot of the heavy lifting, getting the old shit out, that saves me money. They're just basically doing the install. I want you to reach out to these people. You won't find anybody cheaper to install flooring than Bennett Flooring Installation. If you want full service, they do that too. But I'm just saying, they give you many, many options that could save you money. 616-318-0167. You will see the black flooring department flooring ambulance in your driveway. Wow. And if they set off the fire alarm, lovers/cousins, Jacob and Jason, will be there to talk to the fire department when they visit your home. It's true. The flooring that I'd like you to buy it from Johnson Carpet One Floor and Home Discount Outlet. 2 stores. The main showroom in Granville, Michigan, across from Strider's. To the west of that, also in downtown Granville, right at the outskirts of downtown, on the north side of the street behind Little Caesars, is the Discount Outlet. Enormous, beige, ugly, pole barn-looking building with tiny red sign. Pull in there, talk to one of the amazing people, and basically you kind of are just going to walk around a warehouse and figure out what type of flooring you want. Ask questions. It's priced remarkably low because they buy massive quantities of the best-selling brands, and then it flies off the shelves for a lot less than you will buy anywhere else, including their main showroom. Go to the Discount Outlet first. If they don't have it, you can go to the main showroom. They don't have what you're looking for. But if you go to the Discount Outlet, you go in there with a vehicle, and they're going to put it in your vehicle for you. I brought the embellisher, and Josh put this pallet of flooring with the forklift on my truck, weighs it down in the back, and I had to drive real slow, but it was awesome. So you pull in there with the right type of vehicle for your flooring, you leave with your flooring. That's it. Thank you, Johnson Carpet One Floor and Home, and the already low price is you can knock 10% off of that when you mention my name. So how about that? That is so cool. All right. Oh, look at that. One of you amazing people just signed up on Patreon after that hard sell I just did. That's very kind of you. Dear Meathead brought to you by Baldwin Ace Hardware. Speaking of DIY awesomeness in the Northland. Not to mention the question of the day brought to you by JM Synthetics.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dad. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing all right.
Are you feeling okay? I know you were feeling a little under the weather.
Oh, I was quite a bit under the weather. I'm 100% above the weather now.
Yeah, well, we'll kind of keep the details out of it, but is the doc, because I know you were headed over to the doc yesterday. Did that get worked out, or is that still a mystery?
For some reason, it worked out like God's order to work out.
It worked out like God's order to work out?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I don't know what I said. So.
Hey, I know what you mean. Okay, Dad, here we are. It is Wednesday. We are just a handful of days away from another shish kebab Father's Day extravaganza.
And my handsome boys.
Yes. So you got Eric, Diana, Jackie, Justin, and my brother-in-law Kevin.
All right.
We're all
great.
Yeah, and Jackie's bringing her little pooch. You've actually met this dog. You'll remember the dog. I'm not bringing any other dogs. No motorhome because they don't get along with Jackie's dog.
Oh, I get it. Is that a tiny little thing?
Kind of. It's a little French bulldog. It's been in your house before.
Well, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I know. I got a picture of you with it. Anyway, so yeah, Dad, it's gonna be awesome. Hopefully, I know Sue and Jim are gonna be there. Hopefully, the Stongs will be there. I reached out to Norman, but he did not get back to me.
I don't know. He's just kind of wrapped up.
Yeah, doesn't he have like 10 girlfriends?
No, Norman?
Yeah, I thought he was like a big player.
No, he'd be lucky to have you if he had half of one. He's busy. He really is busy.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like because I remember because he had a lady named Maria, married her. They got divorced, and then he married another lady.
He married him again, yeah.
But didn't he marry one in between?
Yeah.
So married to Maria, divorced, married another lady, divorced, then he married Maria again.
Yeah.
And then divorced.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hey, I want to give you some information.
Yeah.
Oh, he's running for politics.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. I think I did hear that. Did you happen to figure out if he's running for president or governor or what?
Not the president, but he's running for some kind of office.
Now,
I think he's running.
If he was running for governor or president, would you vote for him?
Yes, I
would. Would you vote for him just because he's your son?
No. The guy, he's a talker and he's a doer. So
you think we need a talker and a doer?
Yeah, we need somebody that can do and tell the truth to the public.
Do you think so far that Joe Biden is a good president?
No.
You have a problem with him?
He is weak. Very weak.
Okay. So do you think that some of the problems of today, are caused by him? War, high prices?
I don't think it's caused by him, but he certainly is not a strong president.
What did Joanne say?
He said his group. I said he helps his group along. No, he helps the problems along with his group. He says
okay, gotcha.
Helps the problem.
All right.
Along.
Okay.
With the group.
Now, Dad, while we're at it, what about Whitmer? What do you think about Whitmer?
No.
No, you don't like her either?
No. Joanne likes her.
Joanne likes her. Okay. Well, there's an election coming up, Dad. Are you going to vote? I think the November election is going to determine who's the governor.
I want to bring Trump back in. Oh, no.
You want? Well, yeah, but you can't bring Trump in for governor.
I know.
Okay, but if
I want to bring him for president.
Well,
really do.
Hey, you know what? He might run again.
I would vote for him.
You would vote for him. Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's just over 2 years away. So if he's going to do it, he's going to have to start thinking about it. But, he's getting a little bit old. As long as his brain is okay.
I don't think he's going to go.
No? He might just kind of finally just fade off into the sunset?
I think so. He's got enough money to choke a horse.
There's some people
say that and go out.
There are people saying that he may be indicted criminally.
Yeah, I think so too.
On that January 6th thing. Now, seriously, would that make you change your mind about him?
It probably would. I really don't get too involved with the politics as far as that goes, but he's done a lot of nasty stuff.
Well, yeah, and there's a lot of people saying that all of that is just a witch hunt, that he really didn't do anything wrong, you know?
Well, I don't know. I cannot judge him, but I'll tell you one thing. As a president, this country flourished.
Yeah, well, there's no lie to that. Under his watch, there was a lot of positive things that happened, and you know,
it actually did.
And you know, a lot of people suggest that the negative things that have happened in the country are the fault of Joe Biden. Now, I don't believe that. I think it has a little bit more to do with, you know, coming out of this pandemic and the war in Ukraine and things like that. But whatever.
That would have been. I'm really not studying politics.
Right.
I just go along by what I hear and what I see.
But, hey, well, what you do is you call Norman. He knows everything.
Oh, my God. He will drive you out of your mind talking about it.
All right. Well, I gotta find out what's up. I gotta find out what he's running for.
Yeah, okay.
I have a question from Aram. Dad?
What about him?
Aram has a question for you. Are you ready?
Yeah. In fact, Aram has been on my brain for a couple of days.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Well, you two have a connection. In fact, last week you spoke to him directly and told him how much you love him.
Yes, I do. I would, in fact, vote for him if he ran for the presidency.
You'd vote for anybody. You're clearly.
Oh, I would vote for him.
Okay. Aram writes this. Dear Meathead, what is the best way to remove a large tree stump if you do not have a grinder or heavy equipment?
According to Joanne, it's M80.
Explosives.
Well, I would dig around it. You said a stump, right?
Yes, sir.
I would dig around it as deep as you can, and as deep as your arms can go down with a saw, wood cutting saw.
Yeah, maybe like an axe.
Not an axe, a saw.
Got to be a saw, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And keep cutting around it as far as you can go, all the way around it.
Uh-huh.
First, you got to dig some of the ground, quite a bit.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
And then keep cutting, and then I've done this before. And then if I kicked it one time, it broke right off.
Okay.
By simply cutting around the stump.
Gotcha. All right.
Pretty big stump.
So then how do you actually get it out of there? Because it's going to still be in the ground.
That's okay. You can just take that's a good question. I never thought about that.
Maybe like a chain around it and attach it to a truck and slowly...
I would take some kind of a big spike, and drive it into it, right in the center of it, and tie it up to a rope, and then pull her up.
Okay, so you got the spike in there, and then the rope, and then just yank on the thing. You don't even need a truck.
Well, you might need that.
Okay.
You might need a car or something to hook up a rope to it.
This sounds like something that Hercules should do the way you describe it.
Well, yeah, that's... Well, hey, that'll give me something to do.
All right. Well, I tell you what, man. If I have stumps to remove up north, I'm giving you the shovel.
Hey, I did one, but that was pretty good.
Yeah, I know it. It did. It was all rotted. It was fantastic.
Well, it rotted, but you couldn't do anything unless you dug around it.
Well, yeah. I mean, you and I went up to that thing with saws and axes
but yeah,
and
we
shovels.
fought it deep.
Well, yeah, but it was so rotted, all we had to do was like sneeze on it, and it came out of the ground.
Well, it sat there for a long time. I couldn't get it out.
I know it. All right, Dad, we're moving on. Jason writes this. I have a pal who drives really slow to save money on gas, like 15 to 20 miles under the speed limit. How can I convince him that this is a bad idea?
I agree 1,000% because you're going to tick off the other people that are behind you.
Yeah, that's what he wants to know.
When they get kicked off, they might mess him up.
So he wants to know how he can convince his stupid friend to stop driving 15 to 20 miles under the speed limit.
Tell him that somebody will take care of his speed problem.
So suggest that someone's going to beat him?
No, somebody will mess him up. That's not beating.
Oh, like maybe cut him off or...
Cut him off or, you know.
Okay.
In fact, he's causing an accident.
Yes, this is true. And you know what he's doing? He's only doing that to try to save a few bucks on gas.
That's foolish. The most he's going to save is $1, $1.50 a day. And then he don't drive all day.
Okay. Very good.
That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. All right, Dad. Jimmy in Maine writes this. Dear Meathead, this is Jimmy in Maine.
Yes.
I started a new job as a dishwasher from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., and I'm getting bad monkey butt. Do you have any remedies to stop monkey butt, or should I shave my bottom? Now,
What's a monkey butt?
I'm not sure what monkey butt is. I don't know. I'm going to look it up. Perhaps that means his butt is getting irritated like a diaper rash.
Well, if that's the case, wear something quite thick.
Yeah,
you know,
monkey
so
butt.
It'll be cushioning you when you're sitting around.
Yeah, monkey. Yeah.
I have no idea how to take care of his butt.
It is defined as chafing.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so you said wear something thick.
Something thick, cushiony, you know.
Okay, maybe.
Or they'll carry it with you as long as you're going to sit down, throw it down, and sit on it.
Perhaps he should use some type of like baby powder. Bring some baby powder to work, and maybe that would help. And every so often, go put some baby powder on his butt region in the bathroom.
Yeah, but I don't know. He works in a restaurant? He works in a restaurant?
Well, he's washing dishes at a restaurant.
Well, hell, I don't want to eat off of them dishes. He's got to wear some thick clothing.
No, baby powder would help.
Joanne thinks baby powder help.
Well, that's so does everybody.
But how long would a baby powder last when you're dragging your butt around?
Yeah, I think he's going to have to go in and like put an extra, like every half hour or hour, put some more on there, Dad. You know, I mean.
Yeah. Can he glue some cushion to his butt?
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Glue something around his butt so he can sit on his butt all the time?
So, yeah, but that would mean he's sitting while he's doing the dishes, and I don't think he's going to glue anything.
Well, I have no clue what to tell you.
Maybe he could washing dishes and wash his butt.
Well, so maybe he ought to quit washing dishes and wash his butt.
Yeah, I don't know, something.
No, that's ridiculous.
All right.
That's not even a subject.
All right, I'm writing.
Oh my God!
I'm writing down that this is ridiculous, and that you said glue something cushiony on your butt.
Yeah, we'll carry it as soon as you're gonna sit down. Throw it under your butt.
All right, Rob in New Jersey writes. Last week you said something that left me wondering. I had to follow up for clarification.
His name is Rob?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rob indicated that you said last week that farting is, quote, low life as all hell. And
yeah.
And then he wrote, considering we all have gas at some point, when and where is it appropriate for a person to fart? Signed, Rob in New Jersey.
Rob, it's never appropriate to fart when people are around you.
Okay.
If the sound isn't loud enough, the stink is bad. So get up, move away from a crowd, do the farting, and come back and see a doctor to see what you can do to plug that up.
Well, everybody farts.
Everybody farts. I understand that's what Joanne says, but you have to do it in public. Because the smell you can't get rid of for a few minutes. And that's going to be irritating as all hell when people are sitting around you.
Okay.
In fact, you got to see a doctor. Maybe he can produce a plug so you can plug it up a little bit. I don't know. That's a question I could not answer. A decent answer.
I think you did say it that when he asked when and where is it appropriate, simply getting up and moving.
I think do the farting, give it a couple of seconds for the smell to dissipate, and then get back to the crowd.
Yes,
man, that's irritating.
I think that's where that one ends. So if I got this correct, you said. I just wrote it down. If the sound isn't loud enough, it's gonna smell like hell.
Yeah, you can conceal that. Somebody will know that.
Yeah. You're still there, right?
And that's not good.
Yeah, and then you wrote, see a doctor to plug that thing up.
No, that's not going to happen. That was a stupid remark.
And then perhaps a doctor could, quote, produce a plug.
No, that's all. I wanted to use the word analogy.
No, that's fine.
None of that is a remedy for this.
No, just walking away, that's all you need to do.
Walk away from people.
Walk away.
Do the job.
Yep.
And give it a few minutes for the odor to disappear. And then come on back. But you're going to be going back and forth for the rest of your life.
Well, that's what you got to do. It's what you got. I mean, you can't just let it rip like that. I mean, come on now. That's low life.
You can't. You just
can't. You got to be a low life.
Get away from people.
Right. All right, Dad. We've got shrimp, chicken, and steak on the shish kebab for Sunday.
Oh my God! Bring it on.
We've got arboreal rice. We've got everything.
Oh man, you're overdoing. That's a lot of bucks you're spending.
Oh no, it's nothing. It's no big deal. We got to eat.
Honestly, it's really ridiculous. Don't save some money.
It's Father's Day. It's a big time. You know, it's just a celebration.
You may not like it, but so what?
It's not that easy. Not that easy.
I mean, Father's Day doesn't give me all the rights to get my kids to work so damn hard about it and whatnot, But I'm grateful.
All right. Well, have a great rest of your days. You're probably going to stay inside today. It's so damn hot.
I know. I cannot be out there, really.
Yeah, it's too much heat.
Sure. We had a lot of issues to take care of here. I have a piping for water to go from one end of the lot. You know how big the lots are, right? To water all the greens and grass and all that.
Yeah.
We really, my neighbor came over there. This guy's a guru. He fixed a pipe, glued it back together, and now the water can travel quite a bit.
All right. You got your own, you got that makeshift sprinkler system.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, excellent. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Love you guys.
All right, honey. Love you too. Love the family. And by the way, think of my stepson, Jimmy. Is that Jimmy, Joanne? Stepson. No, not stepson. Well, yeah. My son, Jim.
Yeah? What about...
Is that what his wife's...
Oh, no. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Mike.
And Sherry. You know them, right?
Yes. Of course, Dad.
Sherry is pretty sick.
Yeah, I know. I was just going to talk about that.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. We're planning on I'm thinking definitely, very seriously, to go visiting today. I talked to the hubby for a while yesterday. And she's down. Really bad.
I know it. All right. Well, I love you guys.
I love you too, baby, and looking forward to seeing you. We're cleaning the grill, but I don't think you're going to use the grill. It's been sitting there for a year, and I don't think it's usable.
That's nonsense. Grill's going to be fine. All right. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. See ya.
See you.
Bye. There you go. Dear Meathead, another Ribroid edition of Dear Meathead. Thank you so much to the folks that sent along emails with questions for Dad. That is always spectacular. He's referring to, he goes, his stepson. It's his son. When my dad married my mother had two boys, Regular Mike and Push-Up Paul. My father adopted them. Then beat the shit out of them when they were young, so they got estranged, and they've kind of patched it up. Their only father figure. Whatever. Water under the bridge. He is referring to Regular Mike's beloved, my sister-in-law, Sherry. I get a text message that says, we have a cancer diagnosis, and we have to get, there is a in her colon, a tumor in her colon, and I don't know how this was a surprise. All I know is emergency surgery and the whole deal, and she's still laid up, so she's gonna have to do chemo the whole bit. But the doc said he's convinced that she's gonna be okay, so I sure hope so. So that's kind of weighing on my mind. Thanks as always to Dad and Joanne, and thank you for the questions on Dear Meathead. Where the hell am I now? My God. Advertise on this show. If you have a business, reach out to me. Eric at ericzaneshow.com on the Shoreliner Striping inbox. And I would love to tell you about how it is that I can market your business. Strange thing happens when you don't market. What happens? Nothing. Advertise on the Eric Zane Show podcast. Eric at ericzaneshow.com, and I'll tell you how it works. Bosco's Pub in Hudsonville, Michigan. Go there for lunch or dinner. Get a burger, and then you don't have to eat for like 4 months. It's so amazing. Incredible. I'm still very partial to the Luigi right now. That is the burger with mozzarella sticks. You just got to try it, okay? Just go there and try the burger. Terrific. Plenty of beer on tap, plenty of drinks, and you can have whatever. I don't drink, so I don't know what the hell. But I go there for the food. Bosco's Pub, small hole-in-the-wall place, part of Terrace Square in beautiful, that supposed, in quotes, downtown Hudsonville area by Gemmons. It's the weirdest looking setup you'll ever see, but it's kind of like off of a service drive and whatever. You got the internet. Figure it out. Put Bosco's Pub in your phone and then go there. Thank you to them. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. Just finished an expansion of their amazing service business, specializing in all makes and models of cars, hybrid, EV, traditional motors, I guess. I don't think anybody calls them traditional motors. They service everything with the exception of Volkswagens. If you are in West Michigan or the surrounding areas, it's worth it to call upon Irvine's. ervines.com. ervines.com. Or call them 616-532-6600 for Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. Just got an email from Jeff. Subject line, go for the gold. Thanks for your imitation of old Mama Jacobson and telling us not to do HVAC with her sons. It helped me get through awful West Michigan construction today without losing my mind. Signed, Jeff. Jacobson to cover the gold. Shut up. I bring that up because Joe Martinez from A&E Heating and Cooling, what an absolute legend he is. Been way too long. I should bring him in here. Joe Martinez. Now he's got 2 phones. He's becoming too big, you know? Senor, how are you? Hey. Hola. How is the day so far?
Hold on a second. I'm driving, dude.
Yeah, I know.
I see I'm driving and eating a boiled egg. What do you think of that?
You're driving and eating a boiled egg?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, don't.
So, what's up?
Yeah, I was just calling to say hi. I see you in the audience, and I was just making fun of Jacobson, so I figured I'd call and say hi.
Oh, all right.
Have you had anybody call you with, like, since it's so hot, that emergency fix to repair the AC because something went wrong?
Yeah, but, I mean, right now we're scheduling until Monday already.
Oh, my God. So if someone called you today, you're like, too bad. I can't help you.
Yeah, because it's just the way it is. I mean,
yeah.
It gets hot and everybody calls.
Yeah.
You know, it just happens. And this is what you call fast and female. And I mean, you get people that'll say, well, I'll give you an extra $300. And it's like, dude, it's not about, I mean, it's not about the money, but it is. But it's just that I got people that have already called.
Right.
Ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, not my fault. You waited to the last minute.
Yes. What would it take? What would it take for you to actually move someone to the front of the line?
If somebody canceled.
Okay, so you're telling me if Joe Schmo said, I'll give you $1,000 extra dollars.
Don't matter.
Oh, my God, I love it. The integrity of Joe Martinez.
I mean, you figure if you give me $1,000, I mean, I got a customer in front of me that's been waiting a day already. So what is that customer going to do? He's going to get mad and he's going to say, them guys are shit. They promised me this and then he gone. Or, they pushed me back or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like in some of the restaurants that we take care of. I mean, I had him call last night from West Olive, and it's like, dude, I mean, I can't get to you till tomorrow afternoon. I mean, I'm booked up already.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna drop all these other customers just to go.
Hey.
I mean, you're a good customer of mine. Don't get me wrong, but it's just, it is what it is. I only got so many hours in a day, and I got, just so many people that.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Well, look, stay cool out there. I love you. I hope everything's going good, okay?
Hey, you missed out on the fun yesterday.
What fun did I miss out on?
Oh, man, we were up on top of Big Boy replacing a rooftop unit. Man, not bad. 95 degrees, 107.
Oh, my God. I imagined that on the roof it was considerably hotter than on the ground.
Oh, man, it was terrible. I mean, you just stand there and you're just sweating. It's just, sweat rolling down your back and your neck. And, T-shirts were all soaking wet. We were only up there for like 2 hours.
Jesus. Wow.
And all we did was just, we did enough work to get the cooling back up and running. So we took the old one off, put the new one on there, connected power, thermostat, and a couple other things. And I said, let's go. Cooling's on, and we'll come back later next week or something and finish it when it's, cooler. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy when it gets hot, and it's crazy when it gets cold.
You recently encouraged me to replace the thermostat on my wall. Yep. And I was successful doing it, but I was afraid I was going to screw that up. Did you think I was going to screw that up?
No. And I got women that change them. It's simple. I mean, that's why a lot of times I would just tell a person, I'll charge you $275. I got a problem. I'll put a thermostat on your wall. It's only going to take me about 10, 15 minutes. But I can just go to Home Depot and buy one for about $60, put it on the wall, and boom, you're done.
All right. You're the best. I appreciate you. Hey, hockey season right around the corner.
I know. Tell me about it. Can't wait.
All right.
Hopefully we'll do something this year.
Yeah, man, I do too. Okay, I'll talk to you.
All right, man.
All right, see you. Joe Martinez. Absolute legend. Yeah, it's already hot as hell in here. I got my little window rattler air conditioner on. This room doesn't really get you see, the heat overpowers the air conditioner. The rest of the house stays cool, but this room in particular, it doesn't like staying cool. In the winter, it's freezing. In the summer, it's hot as balls. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. This is a anthem singer. The anthem singer was fine. It's what he did after the anthem that got the guy in trouble. That's weird. Hope I have it. Okay, hang on a second. Oh, there it is. Excellent, excellent. For a second, I was like, oh, no. So this is at the Women's College World Series. There's a guy by the name of Zach Collier, and he's singing the national anthem. He was also booked to do the Men's College World Series, which hasn't yet happened. He's a tremendous singer. He does a great job singing, but I'll show you where the problem occurred. Here he is singing the at the
World Series fans. Please rise and take over and remove your hats. American goes on deck for freedom on the front. And now, please join Zach Collier in the singing of our national anthem.
All right.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
He's doing an awesome job.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes
I like how he's keeping the pace up, you know? For some of you, this is a dog whistle to go invade the Capitol and overthrow the government and wave Confederate flags and don't tread on me flags. By the way, I'll say this. Women's softball is pretty fucking cool. I mean, it is. I actually like it better than baseball. You're like, what is the problem? What could he be doing wrong? Well, watch. It needs to be brought up that Texas is playing against, I think, Oklahoma here. Okay?
Let's fucking go. Let's go.
Okay, now what he did was he made, I guess there's a gesture for Texas Longhorns where if you take your thumb and your forefinger, your pointer finger, I guess that's your index finger, and you wave it, that means like hook 'em horns or something like that. Or I think you can do pinky and thumb is hang loose. But if you do index finger and thumb, that means it's like the, Texas Longhorns. That's what that means, Longhorns. But he did that, and then he pointed down, okay? And that apparently was too much. That was viewed as mocking the Texas fans because he loves Texas A&M. He's an Aggies fan. So that was all it took. And then the college athletics, whatever the fuck, said, sorry, you, Zach, due to your unsportsmanlike behavior shown after your performance at the Women's College World Series, we need to go a different direction. You are no longer scheduled to perform at Game 9 of the Men's College World Series. Signed so-and-so, Senior Project Coordinator, College World Series of Omaha, Incorporated. ridiculous. Collier, a Texas A&M alumnus and experienced anthem singer for 10 years, told ESPN he considers his horns down to be a part. His horns, that's called the horns down signal, I guess. Whatever. It isn't like he told everybody to go fuck themselves. It was just playful. I'm surprised. Well, no, I'm not. You can't do anything these days. The sign is the opposite of the hook 'em horns gesture used by Texas fans. I'm an Aggie. Texas was playing, Collier explained. I was going to give them a go pokes hand gesture and then a horns down after the anthem, and that's exactly what I did. He did, however, acknowledge his action could upset some people, but disagreed with the NCAA specific characterization of what he did. I'm a neutral party in showing my support or lack of support for a certain team after the anthem. I can see how somebody could be upset with that. But the reason I posted wasn't because I was upset what they said. Hey, you shouldn't have done that. It was because they called the horns down an offensive gesture. They said I mocked the other team. Those words specifically are why I posted about it. Saying that I'm making a mockery of a participating team because I put a horns down is ridiculous. And while flashing the horns down cost Collier his gig, the NCAA's actions aren't discouraging him. If I'm going to do the horns down, I'm going to do the horns down, Collier said. I don't think anybody's going to stop me from doing it. Yeah, whatever. So he's being stubborn. All right. Let me look at this here. College World Series of Omaha, Inc. I wonder if they have a phone number. I'm sure they do. College World Series of Omaha, Inc. Aha! And I am looking now. They've got if you look at this, you see they have the name blacked out there, but they don't have the name's title, which is Senior Project Coordinator. So in theory, if I call looking for the Senior Project Coordinator, I should be able to talk to the person who fired Zach, right? Okay.
Series of Omaha. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. To reach our staff directory, press 1. To speak to a representative, press 0. Thank you and have a nice day. Please stay on the line while your call is transferred to the operator. Thank you for calling College World Series. How may I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to reach the Senior Project Coordinator.
Well, maybe I can help you. That's not my title, but let's see if I can do something to get you where you need to be.
Right on. Yeah, that's all I'm looking for is if anyone has that title. I don't know the person's name, but I know that there is a Senior Project Coordinator handling anthem singing, maybe.
Oh, well, yeah. Again, that person's not here right now, but is there something I can help you with?
Oh, okay. Should I ask for a specific person next time in order to talk to him or leave a message?
Well, this time of year, we're all going crazy. So we are at our desks a lot. So if there's something that you want to pass along, I'd be happy to do that or try to help you.
Oh, you know what? I don't even want to bother because this specific person actually it made a decision about the singer for the anthem. It was the Hook 'em Horns guy. I don't know if you know that story about Zach Collier.
Oh yes, I'm aware of that. And go ahead.
Are you handling that?
No, I'm not handling that, but I'm very familiar with it. Do you want to weigh in with a comment or something?
Well, yeah, I wanted to have a discussion to see if I could maybe talk him back into the fold. It seems like it's just a little much. Poor guy.
You know, that decision has been made. It's been made by the NCAA, and it won't be changing.
Really? What do you think? Do you think it's silly?
Well, the NCAA is fully in charge of anything that happens on the field during this event. It's their championship.
Oh, really? So it wasn't like you guys thought it was bad. It was the NCAA. You just delivered the message.
We definitely were delivering the message.
Okay. So if you got the job of NCAA boss today, would you immediately reinstate Zach?
Probably not.
Oh, really? That's,
Really?
That was such an innocent, silly thing. It isn't like he,
actions do have consequences, and I think that sometimes people forget that. So I am in support of what they did.
But he didn't like give the finger or grab his butt or anything.
Sir, it's a privilege to be able to be selected to do this, and it's not a right.
Yeah, I know.
So if someone abuses the privilege, then they're not owed the opportunity to do that in the future.
I gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I tried. You know how it is.
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, thank you.
Sure thing.
Have a wonderful
Bye-bye.
rest of your day. Okay. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Think she liked me. You know, I think she likes me. That's what I think. I think she likes me. That's what I think. I think she likes me. That's what I think. Comment that I read on the Facebook post that just popped into my brain about the guy hitting in Uzbekistan, hitting the bride because he lost the fucking stupid game that they were playing. And she goes, "Yeah, I won." And then he smacks the shit out of her. Someone wrote, "Wait till she serves a dry pot roast." What the fuck? Come on, man. All right. Okay. This gave me anxiety. Holy fuck. Stray dog gets into silverback gorilla enclosure at the zoo. Holy hell. Okay, this might trigger some of you because, animal and the potential that something terrible could be happening. How the hell does this even take place? A dog sneaks into the fucking silverback gorilla enclosure. Let's check this out.
It's a heart-stopping standoff between a gorilla and a dog.
Look at,
you heard right. A stray dog.
That dog goes running right by Grape Ape. And then watch how fast this silverback gorilla moves.
Somehow made its way into the famous gorilla enclosure at the San Diego Zoo. It has the makings of a disaster.
Wow, look at him.
Look
at that thing.
Watching the dog's every move.
Those silverback gorillas, when they're standing still, they look like the most powerful thing in the universe. It goes silverback gorilla, black hole. My God.
The gorilla tries his best to grab the dog.
Look at, he's flinging the dirt at him. He flings dirt at him, so he's like, roof, roof.
The gorilla tries his best to grab the dog. As the crowd grows, they begin to yell the gorilla's name, Franklin, to distract it.
Franklin!
They're like, OJ! Oh. Okay, come on now.
Look at this terrifying moment as the gorilla runs after the German
Watch
Shepherd.
this.
There were two gorillas within the outdoor enclosure that the dog wandered into. When zookeepers heard the commotion, they distracted the gorillas and lured them inside. That allowed a Humane Society officer to safely enter and rescue the pooch.
Oh, thank God.
The officer putting the dog on a leash.
Look at it.
Leading him to
That's a shepherd,
safety.
right?
The dog doesn't have
Yeah, that's a shepherd face.
a chip or
Hello, baby.
a collar. He's believed to be a stray.
Okay, you see, this all goes into, and look at that dog. I just love him so much. Man, it reminds me of Benny and O'Neill at the same time. When a dog really wants to get adopted, this is what you need to do in the dog world. You need that type of exposure so that the world can see your handsome face. And this fella is going to get a home. He's an amazing. Everybody is going to want to adopt this fucking dog. Okay? And this is all good because not everybody is going to get the dog. Only one person is going to get this dog. But it's going to open up the door for other people to adopt other animals. So this is excellent. This all works out. And, we didn't have to shoot the gorilla in the head like Harambe, which that was horrible. The silverbacks are fine. This dog is fine. And now we have a happy ending. This is awesome. I'm just so glad because if that silverback, you know how like when you go to Buffalo Wild Wings and you rip apart a wing and you got one half of it in one hand, and that's what the silverback gorilla would do with this dog. It would grab his back legs and front legs and go, oh, delicious, and then yank. You would have a dog split in half. Who was that? King Solomon in the Bible? Isn't he the one that said, all right, you got to cut your son in half? You hang on to one half of the kid. You hang on to the other half. But you each get a half of the kid. Holy shit. But the dog is good to go.
And the Humane Society gave him a fitting name, Mighty Joe Young, after the classic 1949 film about a giant playful gorilla.
Why would you call the dog Mighty Joe Young? Because it's in the gorilla enclosure? Yeah, but it's not a gorilla, so.
What an unbelievable moment.
I can't get over how fast those fucking gorillas are. All right. That is incredible. Impressive. Just glad the dog's okay. I wouldn't have played something terrible for you, you know. By the way, look at it. Speaking of dogs, look at Bruce. 4 paws straight in the air. I know that if you're listening to the audio podcast, you can't see it. But you know. They're like, it's getting warm in here. Does that AC go up any higher? Yeah, I'm trying. Cameo.com/Eric Zane. /Eric Zane. I can't believe I couldn't say my own name. Cameo.com/Eric Zane. I'm shocked. I did not get any hired for any cameos for Kate's birthday. And I know that amongst the audience, she is like one of the most popular people. So I am blown away that no one actually hired me to wish her a happy birthday. So anyway, cameo.com/Eric Zane. If you want me to say hello to someone for a birthday wish or a special occasion, young and old, doesn't matter. If you want me to be, I can be as mean as you want me to be. I can be as sweet as you want me to be. You are the boss. You're hiring me for $15. It's dirt cheap on Cameo, and no one does a better Cameo. I don't make any damn money off these things. I do them because they're fun. Cameo, and I don't dare charge anymore because then no one will buy them. Cameo.com/Eric Zane. Norm Nixon Jr. is going to be at Full House Comedy this week. He was on one of the seasons of Grey's Anatomy, if you're into that show. And his dad is Norm Nixon, the basketball player, used to play for the Lakers back in the 80s. 2-time world champion with Magic Johnson and Kareem. I remember Norm Nixon. His mother is the famous dancer Debbie Allen. I really want to talk to this guy. He's got 2 very, very famous family members. And he's really, really funny. He's going to be appearing starting Thursday at many of the Full House, at a couple of the Full House comedy venues. So just go to fullhousecomedy.com for all the shows. Bobcat Goldthwait appearing next week. Got to get Bobcat on. Reminder to call Donnie. Hey, Siri. Text Big Dick Donnie Veltman.
What do you want to say?
Hi, Don. Period. I want to talk to Bobcat next week. Period. Can you make that happen, comma, please, question mark.
Your message to Don Feltman says, Hi, Don. I want to talk to Bobcat next week. Can you make that happen, please? Send it?
Yes.
Done.
Legendary. All right. Where the hell am I? Focus. Focus. You can do it. Focus. This is Remy Bader. She is on TikTok and has thousands, if not millions, of people who love her. I bring up her weight because it is part of the story. A little robust, curvy, you would say. She is pissed because she went to the riding stables somewhere and there was an awkward moment when she was getting ready to approach the horse, and someone said, "Sorry, you cannot ride the horse." She's like, "Why?" They said, "Well, we've got a rule that if you're over 240 pounds, you cannot ride the horse. It will hurt the horse. You cannot do that." She got pissed. And she wasn't pissed because she's under 240. She is not. I don't know her weight, but they made the assumption that she was over 240. They were correct. She's not allowed to ride the horse. Okay. This is, it's 2022. What do you do when you feel like you're insulted? You cancel. So she is trying to cancel the riding stables. The suggestion is made they should have a scale there. And I agree. There should be a hop on the scale before you ride. You must be under 240 pounds. I agree with that. They should. Because honestly, if you're her and you see that, you're like, uh-oh. You don't say anything. You turn around and you leave. Okay? If that's the rule, that's the rule. Now, there's a little bit more to this, okay? Remy indicated that there was no sign. And now I kind of see that why she's pissed off. According to what I see here, fashion influencer and curve model Remy Bader claims that a ranch would not allow her to ride horses due to her weight. Okay, we've established that. On Saturday, the social media star, who's 26, shared a TikTok which detailed her experience at Deep Hollow Ranch in Montauk, New York. Shout out to Deep Hollow Ranch in Montauk for making me leave because I weigh over 240. Now, I don't think they made her leave. They just said you can't ride the horse, so it's a little weird. In her caption in the video, Bader claims she has experience riding horses and never had this issue, adding, "Please advise this on your signs for the future." All right. Little dust up. Bader also said she didn't need any opinions on this one in the comments section of her post. She explained it's the fact of how it was not advertised and how poorly it was handled. She explained to her more than 2 million followers, "This was my experience, not yours." Fair? How does that sound? "It was embarrassing to be told that I need to leave alone when everyone else got to stay, LOL," she added. In a second video, then I guess what happened was someone who claims to be from the ranch reached out to her. So she made a second video. Now, this is where it gets dicey. Bader shared her reaction to TikTok user at Brody Keogh, who the ranch confirmed is a teenage employee. Brody said on her initial video, "When you're not a fat bitch, you can ride at Deep Hollow Ranch." Oh, no. Now it's game on. You can't call the young lady who's already very upset because she's too large to ride a horse. You got to let her voice that. You got to let that go. Now the teenager has done a hell of a lot more damage by calling her a fat bitch. Deep Hollow Ranch issued an apology in a Facebook post following Dumbass's TikTok. It has come to our attention that a TikTok video was posted regarding the ranch, and a teenage employee posted a response that in no way represents nor is aligned with the views that the owners of the ranch hold. We'd like to apologize to anyone who's this offended. We do not condone or agree with any part of that employee's video. I wonder if the guy got fired, Brody. Well, you know what we need to do, don't you? We got to call and try to get Brody on. What the fuck is his name? His name of this place? Deep Hollow Ranch in Montauk. Imagine how much trouble Brody got in.
Deep Hollow Ranch.
Hey, is Brody there?
He's not.
Oh, for God's sake. Ma'am, this is Eric Zane from the Eric Zane Show podcast. Can you believe that Ding Dong said that about the girl?
I don't know. I can't really tell you anything.
Yeah, I know. Well, I honestly though, I'm glad that the horse didn't get hurt. But Brody's a dumbass. Can you? What the hell was he doing? I bet you guys kicked his ass over that.
Yeah, he just said something that he really shouldn't have.
Yeah, it's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. It's you know what it is. It's a teenage boy. Teenage boys do dumb things all the time.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I appreciate you not hanging up on me. Sorry that this all happened. Are you getting a lot of blowback from this? Because she is, like, super popular.
I don't really know. I'm sorry. I have to go.
Yeah, I know. All right. Thank you. She sounded like she was being held against her will. He is not. He was probably standing right there. I'm not here. I'm not here. Don't say anything. I don't want to talk. All right. You can ride if you're not a fat bitch, is what he said. Oh, Jesus. All right. Where was I? I did the Cameo thing, and then somehow I got onto this. Oh, I never did do my ads. Full House Comedy. I did the Full House Comedy thing. I didn't do the Dumpster Divers thing. I got a full dumpster in my driveway from Dumpster Divers. They're awesome. DumpsterDiversLLC.com. Book a dumpster online or call 616-375-9962 for Dumpster Divers. Frank Fuss, My Policy Shop Insurance. Where you go is buyinsurancehere.com if you want to book some time with Frank, okay? Honestly, that's just where you go. Book the time, phone calls, Zoom, meet for coffee, whatever it is. Hey, Frank, even if it's just a phone call, that's the easiest way. You can just call or text 616-914-4070. Mention me. He's going to give you that link to book your time. And then when you talk to him, say, I need health insurance. Eric Zane is always talking about how health insurance is within my reach. I always thought it wasn't. What am I doing? What do I not know? Well, what you don't know is that Marketplace, the healthcare.gov, is how you insure your family. Whether you're between jobs or your employer doesn't offer insurance or you're self-employed, this is how you do this. The government helps you, and there is a enrollment period right now that you more than likely will qualify for, separate from the regular enrollment period at the end of the year. You go to buyinsurancehere.com, book some time with Frank. He's also the Medicare expert, help any of your family members navigating the Medicare system. He did that with the NFK. I can't say enough about Frank. 616-914-4070. You can utilize the services from anywhere in the U.S. Buyinsurancehere.com. We got a racing at Berlin this weekend. I'm going to draw a ticket winner in just a little bit. Get your tickets at berlinraceway.com. Okay? When you buy them online, that is the cheapest way to go. Now, there are some races that are priced a little bit higher than other weekends. So I want to see June 18th. Okay. we've got ARCA Racing, the Menards series. So your price tag is going to be a little higher. $20 a pop for the ARCA race this weekend. Kids 15 and under free. Parking is free. Bring a cooler with your soft drinks, no glass. You can't bring booze in, but beers are only $5. Hot dogs $3. You're going to love it. Next week, it's $12. Okay, so $20 a pop. BerlinRacing.com. Next weekend, I am going to be there at that race, Saturday the 25th, racing at 6:30 both nights. So whether you go this weekend for $20 a pop or next weekend for $12 a pop, you can get the tickets at BerlinRaceway.com. I will be there next weekend. I want to see you there. Come up and say hi. Thank you to Berlin Raceway. Mario, Van Dyke Mortgage. You need to get some money out of your home, pay off credit card debt, whatever it may be. Reach out to Mario no matter where you are in the U.S. Get that cash you need. 231-332-6505. Whatever you need. Or if you're looking for a mortgage to buy a home, 10th home, first home, credit great, credit stinks, doesn't matter. Everybody gets help. NMLS number 3035. Anywhere in the U.S. with the exception of South Carolina, Maine, Alaska, and Hawaii. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. And then last but not least, TC Paintball. I got a paintball event coming up Sunday. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. Paintball War number 19. The Summertime Slaughter. Rest in peace, Devil Fart Mike. You can also book an event for this weekend. Playing outdoors. The heat's going to break. It's going to be awesome. TCPaintballGR.com. In fact, they sponsor the asshole of the day. TC Paintball along with JM Synthetics. JMSynthetics.com for all of your AMSOIL products. Who is our asshole of the day? Fox Sports for discriminating against Amy Schneider for throwing out the first pitch, you fucking assholes. Unbelievable. I'm guessing about 48% of you disagree with that. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? Start your own damn podcast and come up with your own asshole of the day segment. There you go. Now it's problem fixed. Problem solved. Thanks for being here on the show. Okay. I will talk to you on Patreon. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Searching for just the right job? Whether you're looking for full-time, part-time, or seasonal work, you can get started today. Amazon Jobs offers the whole package with great pay and flexible shifts that allow you to choose when and how much you work. Find a warehouse close to home and discover the role that works for you. To get your application started for an hourly job, go to Amazon.com/apply. That's Amazon.com/apply. Amazon is proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Target has Laundry Day covered because they offer a great selection of concentrated Tide Pods to help with all your laundry needs. Tide Pods clean, freshen, and help rejuvenate your clothes with odor fighters and stain removers. Did you know Tide Pods clean better than the leading liquid bargain detergent? Tide Pods are powerful enough to make your whites white and your brights bright, even in cold water. Just toss in 1 Tide Pod for small loads, 2 for medium, 3 for large. It's that easy. For great value and convenient pickup options, get Tide Pods today at Target.